Hello, I'm Eagle, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle and Smiley, the wormhole. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Smiley. What you rolling on over there?
This is that purple one, black cherry cheesecake cookies F2 from Scapegoat Genetics.
That's quite the name. There's a lot in that name.
There is a lot in that name. I agree. BC4, shorten it up. I don't know. There's a BC3. I don't know.
Do you do that with your tags? I know I do with my gardens. Shorten shit down to shit that I can barely fucking understand sometimes.
Right? You can't write guava, sure, chem dog, OG on every tag. It just gets to be long. I forgot the cookies and gelato in there, but
You know, I for the longest time I tried I did a color coded key, uh which worked somewhat all right. So basically what I did was I'd go to Harbor Freight and they would have zip ties that are pretty cheap. You could get a multicolored zip tie kit for $10. And then I would zip tie the base of the plant a color, you know what I mean? And I would keep a little legend of the colors. And then when I ran actually out of, the colors I had to work with, I'd start, red and blue equal, you know what I mean? So it, I got tired of losing tags, man. Even to this day, man, I've gotten away from it. Now I keep a roll of painter's tape and I write the fucking name on the painter's tape and I stick that shit to the pot. And as it gets up potted, I pull that tape and I stick it to the next pot. Because I've had so many fucking plants to where either in a transplant, the fucking flipping it and stuffing it in the hole, or it just kind of sunk down in between the side of the plant and the edge of the pot to where you come time to end of flower, you're like, I kind of know what this is, but fucking the tag's gone. Great. So, yeah, I tried to get away from that system of plunging in tags there. What's up, Bingus? How you doing?
Dude, how's it going? I was having that issue earlier today. My tags, I got to figure something better out because I have two plants now. I'm going, hmm, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna have to grow them out and see. But how you guys doing, Smiley? Good to see you, Eagle.
see, man.
Good.
It's funny you say that, Bingus, because there are three strains running around here right now, which could be the same strain that are all labeled fuck one, fuck two.
I love it. That could be that could end up being the name of the strain. You never know. Good. Cheers, chat. Good to see everybody in the chat room tonight. Great interview. Fun. Dude, that was a great session. I enjoyed Nick's ramblings, to be honest, because it reminded me of myself. I'm that way. I mean, dude, I interrupt because I want it. I got to get it out, man, because fuck, if I don't write it down now, I'll fucking forget it, right? I mean, it's funny. Anyways, great job, Eagle. What's up, Johnny?
What's up? How's it going?
Good to see you, buddy. I'm glad you're alive.
Good to be seen. Good to be seen. Yeah, it's been a couple of crazy days. I've got me a little mushroom here to help me get through some of my shit that I'm dealing with right now. Because the other day when I came home, I walked in the door. Man, I had anxieties left and right. It was just like a panic attack as soon as I walked in my door. So it just came right back to me, you know?
Yeah, I bet. Well, that's
Yeah.
traumatic. Traumatic.
Yeah. Had a long conversation with Strelhow today, and that was an awesome conversation. We connected because we kind of got a lot of similar issues we're dealing with in that aspect. So we were able to connect on a higher level of understanding there. What's up, Eagle? Man, that was an awesome episode, brother. I mean, Nick Grisden, man, he's another superhero. I'm telling you. Cheddar Bob, move over.
Yeah. Indeed.
An awesome guy, man. I'm honestly hoping that he takes us up on cashing in that invitation to the wormhole there.
You'd be glad you did, Nick. You'd be glad you did.
Most definitely.
I was leery. Now look at me. You can't get rid of me. See? Yeah.
It's been a good day. It's a good day. How about you guys overall? It's nice to see that light behind you, Johnny. To see intent and the light behind you again.
Oh my God, dude. I'm shocked and I'm amazed that I actually have a place after what I seen happen. I mean, it was a firestorm. It just looked like hell rolling right up the road. You know,
Were you in your house sleeping, Johnny?
No, I just got done taking a couple of plants down that I was going to harvest.
Oh shit!
So I had them sitting in my container that I was just getting ready to harvest, and I took the pots that I had and I took them out to the garden, to the 4x5 that I have outside, and I threw them into the dirt. And when I threw them down there, I moved the dirt around, and all of a sudden I heard something, and I didn't understand what I was hearing. So I walked out to the street, and I looked down, and this guy runs across the street over to another person's house, and he starts just screaming and beating on the side of the trailer. And I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here, right? So I hustled down there, and I saw a fire just getting started, just barely getting started.
So
and what happened was we had a power surge from Nevada Energy. And what happened was somehow one of the transformers spit oil out and started a fire.
Wow. Really?
And that shit took off like a lightning storm. I mean, there was just, even you put water on that shit, it's not going to go out, and it just spreads, you know? So this shit went on like that for 2 hours. We had power still in these things, and we had 3 other transformers that blew up inside of our park and started other fires in other parts of the park.
Holy shit.
At the same time this was going on, there was 2 other trailer parks or manufactured home parks, however you want to put it, that started at the same exact time. Transformers blew up and started fires.
From that power surge?
Yes.
Holy
so
shit.
when I called in to the 911, they were not making sense. They could not figure out what was going on. They were asking me all kinds of weird questions, like, well, now, where are you again? You know, because I was in a different place, you know, than this other fire, you know, and then I said, ma'am, I'm sorry. You know where I'm at? I'm busy. I'm fighting a fire. I hung up, and I'm fucking hosing down my neighbor's house because it's got to get through his house before it gets to mine. So I'm going to save my neighbor's house no matter what, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, police start showing up about 20, 30 minutes later. The fire department didn't show up for at least 40 minutes. By this time, there was already 5 trailers that had burned down. And I'm freaking like a crazy man because I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, fire, 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 hoping that somebody is in their house and they will hear me and they will get out, you know? And at the same time, I'm watering down the roof of my neighbor's house and scream praying to the Lord. out loud, just yelling, you know. And that fire came right up to my neighbor's house and took a left, jumped across, and started burning the trailers behind us.
That's wild.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that, because the wind was blowing right at me the whole time. It was blowing right at me, and then all of a sudden, oops, yeah, I'm getting a little excited there, knocking shit over, and all of a sudden, it just took a left and jumped across the fence and went the opposite direction and started burning the other trailers, and it burned 5 trailers over there, you know, or not 5, but probably 4 on that side. So I mean, it was just a firestorm, man. And the police came in.
The trailers go up real quick, don't they?
They burn fast. Yeah, they burn fast. A good 6 minutes and one's gone. You know.
Where you get the air underneath it and the fucking, you know what I mean? Like it melts that skirting, and you got like a nice little venturi happening to stoke it for you.
Yeah, mine's all wood skirting, so it'd burn up really nice too.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. But it's funny because when I seen that tree start fire, it was a nice green tree. And when that fire hit that tree, it lit up like a Roman candle. It threw sap and spit and just went everywhere from that point, you know. And when the police got there, they came running into my backyard because I was back there spraying the neighbor's house. And the lady grabs me by the arm, starts dragging me away, and I just went like this, pushed her back. I went back to work, man. I said, lady, get away from me. I'm fighting a fire here. And she goes, sir, if you don't leave, I'm going to handcuff you. I said, good luck with that. You know, so I kept working, man.
Fuck this fire, let's handcuff the guy with a fucking hose.
Right? You know, I said, good luck with that, lady.
Give her a mouthful of water, buddy.
Yeah. You know, I just about, you know, but I was fighting the fire. And then all of a sudden, when that fire jumped to the back and started running up the other side, it was about to get serious. Because it was gonna circle back right around to me and just swallow me up, because I have 2 wood sheds in the back that's full of paint and other combustible kind of goodies. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I ran past the police officer, pushed her out of the way, and went into my house. And she came running in after me into my house with it all lit up with all my lights and everything going. And I went in and I found my dog, grabbed him, hooked him up to the leash, and then I went out of the house at that point. They didn't say anything about anything inside my house.
You didn't grab one of the clones and tell her, here, hold this for me.
Oh, I should have. I should have did a Chef Anna, you know, kind of thing. Man, that would have been beautiful, you know, and videotape it with the fire go. Oh my God. You know, I was in a pair of shorts and slippers, and that's it. And for the next 2 days, that's all I had on. Shorts and slippers, you know? So it was kind of funny. They tried to kick me out of a couple of stores that I went to get me something to drink because I was completely parched. And I looked at the guy and I said, you know, you need to fuck off right now. I'm going through some real serious shit here. I said, this might be all I have left, you know? And when I talked to the fire department, man, the guy says, yeah, number 48, that's the house that I was spraying. He said, that house and everything around it burned. And I said, oh, shit. So right then I was thinking to myself, I'm done. I ain't got nothing left, you know? And so, yeah, I was in a bit of a distraught kind of a.
Yeah, dude, a bit of shocking information to try to take in, you know? Like, fuck, everything I got's gone.
At that point, I went and I bought a 6-pack of beer and I started drinking. you know, I didn't have anything to smoke.
Yeah.
Everything was in my house, you know, so it was, you know, fuck, man. I figured, yeah. And I talked to somebody else, and they said that they'd seen the backside of my house melting in and the shed's on fire. And I said,
Southern
yeah.
weed grower said it was better than having whitey tighties and tube socks on.
It's better than running out naked too. Because I do a lot of gardening in my commando suit, you know, so you know that could have happened.
That would have definitely ended up on Instagram.
You know that. Yeah, I would have been there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so thank God you heard my screaming, shifted the wind or whatever, saved my house. All I got is smoke damage inside my house. I lost a few of my new seedlings that I had started up, and a couple of my clones.
Sand
kind of,
huh?
but my plants, all my flower, I got to really keep an eye on next few days because they went for 3 days with darkness.
What about?
So
I don't think that'll hurt them too bad in flower, if anything. But what about smoke in the house? Was there like smoke in the room? And then you said you had smoke.
Well, yeah, that's something else that I'm concerned about because it's kind of like what the Californians just went through, you know.
That's what I was thinking.
Where they had their, you know, smoky flavored peanut butter jam buds or whatever, you know. So, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I just got to keep a close eye on them. I don't see any stress damage, you know, at all so far, which is awesome.
I think they were calling those the barbecue ash turps, something like that.
That could be. It could be. Yeah. So, yeah, I need to keep an eye on them to see what they're doing because I mean they had sporadic different light coming through the house. They weren't closed up; they were open, you know. So it didn't have the controlled lighting. It had, you know, the sunlight would peek through here and there or whatever, and so it'll be interesting.
Might as well just play it out, see how it goes, and take some notes.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
So, Angus, I'd like to say thank you for sharing the show. Having to bring up my IG here, and then my ugly mug was the first thing that popped up on your feed there. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Appreciate that.
You've done it for me. Today was a day where I decided to spend more time on the internet. I actually was going to go live, but I didn't because you came on early, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I got glued. But it's weird,
Right.
real life is always interjecting, and so it's too. I don't know how you do it. Of course, you're late at night, Eagle, where everything's kind of calmed down, right? And I'm right at the end of the day where people are asking questions. Cats want to be fed and all kinds of weird ass shit. But great interview. I'm just happy to be on the list of people that can jump in whenever I want to. That's again, who does that, buddy? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, that really adds a level of comfort, especially to a guy like Nick who has post-traumatic stress, which I have too. I mean, it's not. I got it under control. I can honestly say that. I've been triggered here a couple times lately where I should have been triggered, and I wasn't. So I'm like, good job, and I think it has a lot to do with microdosing shrooms, to be honest, which I've kind of laid off on. I have a neck issue, and the shrooms they definitely don't relax you. You know what I mean? You're like, let's fucking do something, right? And so my neck was kind of fucking up. But I've been taking a systemic enzyme, which my buddy Howie at Food Forest Permaculture, a great guy on YouTube, recommended, who has cancer and is being it's going into remission because of this enzyme. And he explained how it worked. It goes into your body and it eats like scar tissue and you know the shit in your blood veins. I'm like, really? Really? And so I ordered some, and I've been taking that for the last few days. And I got to tell you, man, I've had a huge. I can just tell whatever's going on, fucking keep doing it because my neck is way better. I mean, my neck was affecting my hand to where I couldn't even make a fist. Look at that. I mean, I can make a fist now.
What's
So, I
that
mean,
stuff called again?
it's a fuck, dude. I'd have to. It's made in Germany. I'd have to uh, get it to you through our, Instagram or whatever. I'll send you the link.
Okay. All right.
But it's several different enzymes that eat. They just get into your system. You think about it. You got to take it. Like I take 4 tablets 3 times a day, and that's a lot. And you want to do it on an empty stomach. So I also have to regulate my eating, and it's made me just more consistent about what goes in my mouth, right? Because on an empty stomach, the benefits go way up. And I was actually about 10 pounds over, and I'm slowly just going back to normal. So anyway, I'll give you the link. That shit. Uh, Food Forest Permaculture. I'm just going to give him a shout out because Howie does have cancer. I think he's in remission because of this. Actually a plant enzyme, and I can't even pronounce the name of it. So uh, I think we're going to see more of this stuff, though, my friends, as time moves forward. And I know things are kind of in chaos in the world, but it's going to break. And I think supporting humanity has got to be on the agenda, or cannabis would not be becoming legalized. You see what I mean? The system is legalizing something that they banned for fuck ever. Okay,
Yeah.
why are they doing that? Because they want to take advantage of the future. Okay, it's not like they give a shit about us. Okay, the fact that we're going to be consuming tons of it, they want in on the fucking action, and it's
They see the way it's going, and
yeah,
they want to be there.
it's proven to be very profitable for every state. So what's the Fed's going to say? Fuck, where's our cut, right? So I don't know. I think it's inevitable. It's just a matter of when. But yeah,
I know I'm looking forward to it.
yes, sir. Me too.
So, who was we talking about the other day that was chasing coffee terms? There's somebody that in particular. Was it Tao
Tommy
that's chasing?
Treadcombs.
Yeah.
Pretty
Fucking
good.
What was that?
coffee like turd. So I pulled down Met Grower One's tester, the Biscotti times the Primal, and I was giving it its first run yesterday, and right off the bat, right off the jar, I'm like, it smells like caramel. It does. It smells like fucking caramel. But even as you smoke, it carries through and it tastes like a caramel cappuccino. It's what it tastes like. It's weird, but so fucking enjoyable. Uh,
Wow.
I didn't think I would enjoy something like that, but I've never actually kind of yeah. It borders lines on like a caramel butterscotch almost, as far as
Nice.
that flavor pad. It's
Keep
weird.
talking. I'm starting to drool.
It's delicious.
awesome.
As far as taste goes, quickly kind of jumped up into the front there. Very enjoyable.
All the giveaways have gone out. Again, thanks everybody for participating in that. I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people in the chat. It's interesting because when you do giveaways, you get to know the person that won a little bit deeper. I'm always interested in that. I kind of like humans, and plus where everybody lives in the world, which is even more revealing, you know. And I got to say, people that are brave, my hat goes off to you. I mean, I was brave enough to be prosecuted twice and spent some time actually in prison for growing cannabis. And it seems like another lifetime ago. But those days are, they surely will be coming to an end worldwide, I think. I'm just, again, so fucking grateful for that, just saying. What's up, Captain? Cheers, chat. I'm fucking stoned, dude. Sorry.
Does this make you proud back over there, smiling? You see that? See back what's in that quad? It's not even a quad. The earth boxes are back in view.
I do.
Round 3. The one over there, I almost need. Let's see if I know there's a fucking lens right here. Let's see if I can give you guys that.
Eagle's turning them too fast, man. You're making me look slow. This round 3 already, you said?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Eagle's an animal, man.
Right? No shit.
Right.
So, do you see the? So what the fuck do I do with this fucking cop cover? This shit's fucking. That culvert's like 3-4 fucking inches long over there. Am I gonna have to fucking break out the fucking weed whacker on this shit or what, man?
Yeah. Or you can get in
Stop
there.
it right into it.
Yeah, get in there with your fiskers. That shit handled. It can take you long.
All right.
Or the weed whacker if you want. Or the weed whacker, but
you got to be careful.
I'll break one up on my fucking on my DeWalt drill. A little fucking.
Eagle's like, fuck that. I ain't using the fiskers on the grass.
That's good.
That's funny shit.
You do have quite a variety of things going on there. I was watching your update today. Yeah, dude, thanks again for growing the Blue Mile. I actually was hoping those buds would be a little larger, to be honest, but not every pheno, of course, is going to be the same. But
well, that in particular one has. So I would say she's got another couple weeks to go. The one I showed.
Oh yeah, is that the one that you had tucked in? Was that the one that was tucked in into the bucket?
Yeah. To be pulled down, you could still see the sticks back there. I don't know. Let me throw the thing back on.
Because that's okay. That's like, fuck. I'm going.
You could see the sticks.
Why is it so
there.
short? And I'm thinking, is that the one? And I couldn't really see, so I was bad.
Yeah, no, they were tied down to them sticks, and they still.
Okay, I can see it now.
Curled up. It still curled up. Fucking 16 inches.
Oh, good.
After being strapped down.
Dude, I would like. I'm gonna have to try that. I really do want to try that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you have all the different varieties of shit going on there. Shit. I mean, growing. You gotta watch my language. I say the wrong words at the right time.
All that shit.
Like, well, I guess weed is a bad terminology now. I've been reprimanded a couple times for calling cannabis weed.
Eagle does well handling his harem over there. All these different girls.
Right on. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I let people in. You know what I mean? For some reason, I doing this is what got me here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go back, I look at my IG, which I don't think anybody does. Fuck anybody that would just has probably looked down my IG since I've been doing the show hasn't seen plants. They see fucking advertisements, they fucking whatever, for what I'm doing now, but they haven't seen a lot of the garden. You go back fucking to the beginning of my IG, man, you'll see some nice plants, some nice work. I almost think uh by being so quiet, I almost wonder if people thought I even knew how to grow. So don't ever talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I do. I do. I thought, with the sponsorship, or working with the Bloom Plus there a little bit, which isn't a sponsorship for this. Just make that very clear there. Uh, uh, why not? You know what I mean? Why not show a little bit, start to show a little bit more? So when things are a little bit more on point. There was a little bit of a lull there where personal reasons, things kind of took a little dip and was on the functioning side.
That was good to see. It's good
Great.
to see.
So how did your plumbing, your air ducting, and all that work out for you? Did you get it all figured out?
Well,
With the
yeah,
new
I
lighting?
decided not to take down the 4K here, and this is where the blooms were gonna go, and it was gonna make because it's all set up like this is like the middle of the system here. You look back over there,
Right.
it all wraps around, and I would have to like cut this out and then route around it, which was gonna happen. I was gonna end up having to route around and catch it, tee up off this corner, and drop in a filter right there, which would pick up, rub through that 2K, and then out through the roof there. But I decided to put it over there, and I still had to flip around. Today I did some duct work, making sure I had proper ventilation through these tents to make sure things were nice and cool. And put in a
Not
few
as
fans.
not as much duct work though by putting it into the other tent.
Oh, no, not even nearly as much.
Right on.
Another thing
Yeah,
I'd
because the
like
way
to
you're
talk
talking
about
about it,
too
man.
is, man, I had a few of them laying around, and I had the intentions of someday doing it, but today was the day. Uh, you can get these little fans from Walmart. I know people have their ups and downs about Walmart, but they these little fans. They're little USB fans, about 4 inches, something like that, on the blades. It maybe a six, not a 6 inch, but about 4 inch. They're $5. $5 with a USB plug, which for like down low or whatever for these little tents, even for your LEDs, just to get a nice little draft across these LED panels, versus going out and buying one of those other fans that don't ever last that long and are 4 times as much, $20 plus. Man, that $5, man, you can't beat that. It's got them girls shaking in there from the bottom. I was like, man, I can't believe that. For $5,
Do they even rotate? They rotate as well?
No, they're like the old metal fans, basically. They look just like an old metal fan. They have metal blades, and they just tip up and down. And I
Okay.
just usually put a kitty corner, you know what I mean, or one in each corner, crossing each other.
Eagle's like, $5, I'm taking a dozen of them. Look,
Oh
I'll
no,
take
the
a-
cheapness in me. Go get your manager. Can I get a case price on this?
Did I get a case? Yeah. Can I get a contractor pie or price?
Everything's negotiable, really. Especially if you're
Yes,
going to pay
indeed.
cash or something like that. I mean, dude, you can wheel and deal. Dude, I remember back when I used to sell construction materials to contractors and what have you. And that one guy wanted lattice panels. There's a company in Oregon that made it, and but you had to buy it through a distributor. Okay, and that really pushed it out of my. I'm cheap. I'm, I'm frugal. Whatever. I'm looking for the best deal. So I went to the manufacturer because it was in Oregon, and I said I want to buy some lattice panels, and he says, you have to go through our distributors. And I pulled out a wad of cash. He looked at it and goes, how many do you want? Just like that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I developed a direct. He goes, don't be telling nobody how. I go, dude, I ain't gonna say a word. This is going to the contractor. As far as they know, I made them. So and it's just, you know, if you can negotiate your way past certain things, and you don't, I mean, no blood, no foul. I mean, everybody's happy. So I mean, I look to do that. Being in the trades as well, you kind of learn to do that shit. I mean, you're always looking to, especially if you bid something a little too low, you're looking to cut a corner here where you can and not, sacrifice quality. But yeah, that's why too when we had the carbon dioxide discussion, I was like, I'm with Eagle. But it's all situational. It really is. I mean, um, Green 13 had some very valid. Dude, I'm just like, man. I mean, is it working? Good. Fucking keep doing it. I mean, that's how I look at it. But then I wouldn't want somebody to come in over and check my AC as well. So I'm like, fuck. So yeah, you kind of have to weigh things out a little bit, right? Hopefully for not much longer, you know.
He's like, I'm going mute now. The CO2 stuff was kind of interesting the other night, though. I think I was thinking, listening to that, I was like, it's similar to going up to, like, for me in Michigan to go to Denver or or Colorado or whatever, Mile High, right? Now you're elevated, the oxygen up there is different, and it's kind of a known thing. And I look at CO2 real similar to that with the levels that it's in there. Like if they're used to it, you know what I mean? If somebody was born in Denver and they've lived there all their life, they're used to it. It's not as big of an issue. But if they come down from the mountain, I would imagine they're getting a lot more oxygen too because they're used to breathing in less oxygen. So I don't know. Is it an advantage to keep them lower during like a veg and then bring it up when they're in flower? So they're like not always used to having an elevated CO2 level, and then all of a sudden it's there, and they're like, "Oh shit, it's fucking superstar,"
I know a guy who grew actually one of my strains up in I think it was Colorado in the higher elevations though, and he did mention a few times there was some adjustments that he had to make. But fuck, he was kicking ass. This Freedom Grower, I think he jumps into the chat room occasionally, but he grew some very nice weed up in those higher elevations. He had temperature issues as well, uh, which really interesting. See, I like to see those types of grows because you see a whole different types of coloring and um, just different situations. That's why everything is so situational. And dude, like today, I go and I order my vegetarian spaghetti sauce, and I'm waiting for it. And I pull out my phone. Where am I? Instagram. Fucking picture after picture of different buds from all over the fucking world, and it's just I'm just glued. And what a way, you go, I'm going to spend 10 minutes and you end up, 2 hours later,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So, anyway.
And there's so many people growing now. There's so much bud butchers and all that up there. It's awesome.
So, Smiley, if you were going to implement the CO2 just in flower stage, where would you implement it? Would it be the final few weeks as a like a hardener?
No, I would bring it in right away, like for the stretch and all that. Yeah, be right in it. I mean, mine for the most part are getting it anyway. I have the CO2 running in the flower room, but they're always like connected or some way connected, so the veg kind of gets like, I don't know, whatever trickles out of the flower room. Basically, I guess I would say, but it usually hangs around 700 in the veg, so it's not too bad.
Feel too bad for that because I hang around 6, right now. And as Green 13 kind of pointed out the other night, that that's after what's being used. So that's the plant consumption and what's left over in the basically. Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting thing, but elevating it still is gonna. I think it's always gonna be a benefit, though. It's just always there, especially if you have the light really driving the plant to where it's using the full extent of the CO2. But basically, like transpiration and control and that for temperature and different things help regulate the leaf temperature, but having when the stomata is open, to my understanding, it's an enzyme reaction with the CO2 in the air. So that reaction can also happen with oxygen. So, I mean, in my mind's eye, I'm picturing air as being 78% nitrogen and 20 some percent oxygen and like 0.4% or some shit, or 0.6% if we're at the 600 parts per million of fucking CO2. So, I mean, in comparison, from 21% oxygen to that 0.6% CO2. Now, if you raise it to say 1,200 parts per million, you're at 1.2% then. Now, or whatever that is, 0.12, or you doubled it basically. You see what I'm getting at. Now your percentage of CO2 to oxygen is that much. So it's more likely it's going to grab the carbon versus the oxygen, is what the idea there is. Sorry, you wanted to say something?
No.
I used to have a CO2 burner, and I've done it in, I don't know, I don't want to piss anybody off. It it just seemed more work than I wanted to put into it. Okay. Here's the thing I've noticed also with growers, myself included, is I like to get behind the shit that I invest in. So if I have invested in a CO2 burner and sealed my room and put all the effort into that, that CO2 is going to fucking work like a motherfucker. Right? And it will. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And by God, don't fucking try to tell me that there's another way to do it, because I've got a lot of invested in this CO2 machine. I'm invested. Right? That's how I was when I was an HPS guy. Fuck you with those LEDs, man. I bought one, I banged my head with it. I had negative experiences, so fuck off. Right? And then he gave me one. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll do it side by side with the HPS. That was it. When I started seeing a lot of the plants leaning over towards the LED, I was like,
No, we don't like the LED. Don't do that.
shows. Anyway, so yeah, I have it too. That HPS I'm talking about is in a box, and it was brand new. It really kind of bugged me, because now I have to admit that I have not done my homework, and I could have made a better decision. But I don't mind. I can eat crow. I've been eating crow my whole life. It's not a dish that people like to delve into.
Yeah, Crow, you always got these feathers that come out afterwards in the burps and shit, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You
in
know,
my
I am
case, Bingus. Go for Johnny.
no, I was going to say I am a CO producing machine. That's why I hang out my guard. But go ahead, Eagle.
I was gonna say about the lights anyway. I think I'm just attached to these dinosaur fucking lights because I fucking don't want to take them back down. I remember the struggle of getting them up there. I shit you not. Them things are like looped to the top crossbars. You know the bars, the little thing that on top of things. That's the I put the bar through there, and I hooked one end and I lifted it up and I fucking got it.
Oof.
And then fucking, I hung all those by myself, just like that. It fucking hard piped everything. I mean, they're all one piece. And we had to pull them back down and store them things and all that. I think that's what the only thing that keeps them up there is the fact that they're working. I know there's better things out there, but I just don't want to take the fuckers down.
Dude, you're not only financially invested, but you're physically invested.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm the same.
That's,
I'm the same way, dude. I really am. And it's just effort, it's energy, money, energy. It's all, you know. And I'm getting up there. It's like these LEDs are easy to do too. Light, you know. And anyway, whatever, man. These are subjects I try to fucking stay away from because they're so volatile. I mean, people really have opinions about lighting. God, I just okay. Is that working for you? Yeah. And this is why. Alrighty. Good. No, I don't. Well, dude, you need to hang on a second. I mean, how many micromolds is that compared to you know, and that's kind of what I hear, you know. It's like, let me look at your plants. All right, either you know what you're doing or you don't. And I don't really, you know, it's pretty easy to see after a few years of doing this what's working and what's not for each individual. Now, if you can get like, if you're really against something, just go on YouTube and type in what it is and watch the people that are using it kicking ass. All right? They're kicking ass with it, right? So, I mean, who am I? You know, whatever.
Because you're not doing it my way, though. It's bullshit.
Exactly.
It's bullshit. My way's the right way, Bingus. You didn't know this? It's not.
I agree, Smiley. I agree 100%, man. If you're not doing it Smiley's way, you need to get the hell out, you know.
As he says this to a guy that uses perlite, and he's like, fuck perlite.
Yeah, right. I do too. I was just thinking that as far as like opposite ends of the spectrum there. I did all I could to not have fucking perlite in the media at all. Bingus is like, that's all I want. Fuck it. Shaking off roots.
Boy, if
Never
that
even
ain't
thought
spectrum,
about it that way.
yeah.
I do have to say, in defense of perlite, one time that was very helpful is I had a bad case of root aphids or gnats, whatever you want to call them. Okay. And for, dude, I couldn't get them to. So I took the plants out of the bucket, sprayed all the perlite off, treated the roots, put it back in fresh perlites. Bingo! Things were fine. And the plants barely hiccuped, quite frankly. Of course, I did it very carefully, trying not to destroy as much roots as possible. But I don't think I could have done that with dirt. I would have probably just had to trash them. And I probably lost maybe a week or maybe more. I don't know. I don't know. But it definitely worked. And it was only because I was using perlite, just saying. But if you're smart, you wouldn't get fucking roof aphids anyway. So be smart.
That was cool that you were able to actually wash it out and get rid of them that way. I like that's
It
very
especially
non.
well, it happened earlier on to where you see what I mean, where wasn't they were only I don't know foot tall, and so they weren't completely root bound in the bucket, which happens, Scott. It's crazy. These buckets get just jammed full of roots. Anyway, so it worked. I was like, yeah, I was gonna throw one. I go, oh, wait a second. Let's see if we can spend a little time with them and just, gently see if we can save them. And sure enough, it worked. But
Does it crush the or pulverize the perlite at all? The roots? I mean,
oh
do
yeah,
they do anything? Any kind of damage to it?
to the perlite, it gets
Yeah,
smooshed. It gets smooshed down into smaller particles. And
I was just wondering about that because I know
now,
if I got to actually break down.
if I have a healthy root mass, I'll pull it out and I'll look at it. If it's healthy, I'll shake it into the bin, and all the large particles of perlite fall into the bin. And you can save quite a bit of the perlite and reuse it. But I don't like bang it and get all the dust and shit out of it. I just shake the larger stuff off because perlite will disintegrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Into dust. And plus also I use the microgrow, which is in smaller bags, and it's not dusty. I don't know what they do to it, but it works great and it's not dusty. And so I don't buy large bags of it to where it can get compressed. I buy it from Lowe's and they deliver it, and it's just one bag, almost a little more than I need for a bucket. So but I am a fan of dirt. I have a few bags of dirt I'll probably be using. If I ever send more stuff to Smiley, I'm going to put it in dirt this time. So, should have asked. Dude, you learn as you go along. I mean, that's another thing when you start trading with people and what have you. You learn what works, what doesn't work. I mean, it's not a big deal to me anymore because I've been doing it now for about 3 or 4 years. And you get to where it's interesting to see how people send things, you know? And if you do it long enough, you come up with a really good method on your own. And it's almost, again, it's like if you grow long enough, you'll come up with your own method, and then you're going to be invested in that and want to make sure everybody else knows that that's the way to go.
Yeah, that one was that method was 3-0 so far. So I mean, or 3 for 3, I guess.
I think it was just the heat that shrunk everything down. I, who the fuck knows? Fucking postal service. I'll be honest. They're not like having Peagles. You need Peagles. I could I could send a few of my highly bred, highly trained Peagles your direction. But it's just, dude, shit happens. I've struck out a couple times. I've been doing pretty good lately, but and thankfully you were patient enough. Like fucking had him in ICU for 3 months.
Oh, she's out of the coma now, though. She's out of the coma now. She's rocking and rolling for sure.
But this is all good, man. I mean, it's experience. All experiences are good at this point for me.
That's the biggest smile you've seen.
Yeah, biggest smile. It's I've got a big tray to trim up. It's a good um, producer. Um, I wouldn't call it like a face off OG or anything like that, but it hits you good, and you get good yields. It's just one of those ones where you just like want to make sure you have it around, because everybody always goes, "Oh, okay," you know. What do you got? Got this, and that. Oh, okay, let's try that. Or let's do that again or whatever. It's been proven to work well. But I wouldn't, I don't know. I would like to I've never done like a, what do you call them? Cups or competitions, right? I've never tried anything like that. Have you guys ever done anything like that?
Like what?
I never have.
Competitions where you go and you give your bud and you see if you can win the cup or whatever. Yeah, I've never done that.
No, I at this age, at my age right now, and virtue kind of especially hitting off to the spiritual side, man. I'm not I'm not trying to bring the competitive side back out. I'll be the first to admit I am an ass when it comes to competition. I tried to lay that shit down a long time ago. I'm all good, like fucking just typical fight, man. Once shit starts, it's all about the competition and whatever it takes to win that competition. We can be friends afterwards, but things may get dirty in the middle of that shit. But hopefully we can shake hands
Oh,
in the end. So
that is too funny.
I
Yeah,
leave the competition to the competitive side to
I,
sleep
uh,
these days.
I get. I'm. Believe me, I'm the same way. What I'm thinking is, somebody here's the clipping, run it. If you like it and you enter it into a competition, that would be cool. You know what I mean? But I'm not. Uh, I'm much like Eagle. I think around 46, 47, I quit. I used to play basketball and shit and compete with my boys when they were in their 20s. And it started killing me in my late 40s. But yeah, I would compete with them too, man, and set up mean pick or whatever, just fucking do my thing. The old guy on the court, look out, you know. And I drew respect because I'm very competitive. Fuck, I don't fuck around. I really don't. And that's also when I work. I don't fuck around. I do the best I can possibly do. And that's just was drilled into me by my old man.
The only way
Thankfully,
to do it.
thankfully, he was pretty adamant about it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me if you're going to do something, do it right the first time so you don't have to do it again. Just
My old
makes
man,
sense.
my old man had the 1, 2, 3 method. Okay, you get 3 shots, and then when I'm kicking your ass, you'll know why. So he wouldn't tell me; he would just come at me. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. It's like I remember one time I didn't feed the rabbit. The third time, fuck. Guess what happened after that? Got rid of that motherfucking rabbit. If I'm too busy playing, man, I don't need to be having to come home and feed the fucking rabbit, right? Dude, he made me pay. And I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest. I don't think you could get away with it nowadays. The way my old man raised me, he'd probably be in jail, you know.
Yeah,
I
corporal punishment days. Yes, corporal punishment
there
days.
was there was payment. The 1, 2, 3 method sometimes was pretty fast, but whatever. I respect my dad. I never seen so many people at somebody's funeral, and he was a well-known breeder in the pheasant community in the bird industry, and it's where I got a lot of my basic instincts. My uncle was a breeder of irises. He bred one of the first pink irises back in the '60s. I think you can even still find him on the internet. I'm not sure, but they're all gone, you know. But those are the guys that I kind of. My dad, he was always into something like he did dogs. He bred dogs, like our buddy tonight. He did boxers. He did all kinds of different breeds of dogs. Then he did canaries and parakeets and shit. I was just like, really? So we had an aviary in my backyard. When I was going to grade school, we'd do. My teachers would want to have field trips to come over to my house and go through the backyard through the different bird things, right? And that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. Then we had neighbors because we had a couple peacocks. Have you ever heard a peacock yell? It's like somebody yelling help. I swear
It
to
sounds
God.
like a child screaming for help. Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
and we had a neighbor that called the cops, and they came through, and it was kind of interesting. My old man wasn't. He didn't really fuck around either. And cops were different back then, but he wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't have to say much to the cop to get him to back off, basically. And then he started showing him the birds, and the cop was like, "Wow, mind if I bring my son over?" And I mean, so that was my old man. You know, he's like good with, you know, the birds and animals and that kind of stuff. But it's funny. When he died, we got rid of all the birds and we grew a garden. That's when I planted my first outdoor plants in the garden and bag seeds. They were growing beautifully. And I think I've mentioned this before. My mom comes out and goes, "Oh, what are these?" You know, they're. I was eating corn nuts, and I go, "They're corn nut trees." She goes, "Oh, really?" And they got pretty big. And then a neighbor who happened to be a cop comes over and, "Geez, what are these here?" "Oh, those are my son's corn nut trees." Yeah, that didn't go down too well. You know, I get pulled out of bed, you know, and I'm listening, you know, from my room because I can hear it. And I knew something.
What, Ma? That's what Billy said they were down the street.
No, she knew I was fucking lied to her. She knew. And
Oh my
he
God,
had to he had to give me the run. Well, I could take you down to the prison and show you what happens to guys that do this kind of shit. And he goes, and here's the thing that really pissed me off is he pulled them up and he took them with him. I go, "What are you gonna do with those?" He goes, "I'm gonna burn them." And I go, "In your
Yeah.
pipe?"
Yeah. Good shit.
So even at those back in those young days, I was kind of like, I used to have a
smart
mouth.
ass.
I did. Had a mouth on me.
Got me in trouble many a times. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun.
I told a police officer one time, "Yeah, you're gonna make commander on this bus, huh? You're getting me so many tickets." So he wrote a couple more.
Yeah, there you go. See?
It's a good idea, Johnny.
Oh yeah, don't do that to cops. I've had my ass handed to me one time in
Yeah,
particular.
don't smart off.
They'll take you out to the little thingies
In the
a
Cannabis
long way.
Hall of Justice, Cheddar Bob.
It's superhero Cheddar Bob. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Things started
Cheddar
stop.
Bob. What's up,
Things
my
stopped moving around, so I figured I'd jump on.
Stopped moving around. Just take some shrooms today.
Yeah, man. I took like 0.6. I took 0.6, and I was like, "Oh no, this isn't gonna do anything." And I had like an hour and a half or so. I was like, "Shit, man, that was too much."
Is that like 600 milligrams?
Much.
As I get really close to the camera, I'm like, "No, this isn't. I'm feeling fine now. No, I'm all good."
What? I didn't hear you.
He's actually looking down the hole and shit.
Yeah.
What, are you guys okay?
Why do all you guys look so small?
Oh man.
Awesome show with Nick. He made your job super easy.
Great fucking story, though. I mean, great.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, he's
kinds of
he's one of a kind, that guy. He's been through so much, and just to keep going and to keep helping people like he does, spreading information and through his story it's pretty epic. He's a true sense of a warrior. So
sure. Tons of respect for that guy. Seem well on the breeding. Sounds like he's, queued up for a good breeding career. You know what I mean? Between the dogs and the bourbon,
Some people just have a knack for that, you know. They just know how things go together, and they can see a couple steps ahead where things are going to go. And I'm envious of that. You know, I can't do that. I've never. It's a cool talent to be able to have. Everyone, stop muting.
Mine's just kicked in. Yeah, mine just kicked in. Yep.
That's funny. I got that Chelsea from him at the Gene Traders. So just cracked some of those for the full moon.
Yeah, I've got some of his gear. I've got his Royal Starflower crossed with Royal 7, I think it was. I've got his Royal Kush line. I've got his Chelsea. Yeah.
You like fanboyed out on it.
Well, so my wife is the witch.
The what?
My wife is the witch, the one that he talks about in the video, in the interview. So we have a connection with each other. But yeah, absolute fanboy. Yeah, that too. But
Squirrel, what the hell I was gonna say.
So Johnny, really happy
Yes.
to see you, man.
It's happy to be seen. I'm after everything that happened. I'm really it's exciting just getting through a day in my house, you know, and enjoying the fact that I still have one.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm not a big religious guy, but you know, the yin and the yang we're looking out for you.
I'll tell you what. Yes. Heard my screaming. I mean, because I was a yelling.
Yeah, and you know, thoughts. You know, I said it before, but thoughts to your neighbors that actually lost their stuff. You know, that's
oh my God. Exactly.
Lots of
and as a matter of fact, right now I'm trying to figure out a way that I can actually help them, because I do have a connection off of, you know, off the internet here and everything. And
yeah.
I mean, because I believe that there was some people that actually did some things for me, and were actually that got stuff started to help out. And man, if there's any way that any of that there could actually be directed towards some of the people that have lost, you know, it would be absolutely amazing. Just because as a community, that's what we're all about. We're all about helping, you know, each other and the people that are hurt. So, you know, that's one of the things that I've been trying to look at doing, and I've never done anything like that as far as getting anything of that nature going.
You know, that's why we're all in this. That's why we all grow cannabis, whether we really truly think it or not. Like, we're in it to help people. You know, and that once you start down that line, it extends to other avenues of your life.
Almost definitely. Yeah. I mean, because I've been talking to the manager of the park here, and she hasn't gotten off the phone since the day this started. She's been on the phone. Insurance, all kinds of different people, the people that live here are talking to her, the people that have been donating, and as a matter of fact, my church is actually talking about doing something as well. So it's all about, you know, reaching out and helping each other, because that's, you know, before anything else, all we had was each other, you know, making shit happen. So
some of us didn't even have that.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, most definitely. I'm happy to have my place. I'm blessed. Most definitely.
So to switch a topic real quick, Eagle and Bingus, your headphones. What kind of headphones are those? And do they have a speaker inside the wire or inside the actual headphone?
Mine are some cheap ones. Mine are some just skull candies. The speaker actually in here, and the microphone's on here, but I don't use the microphone. I got one of those snowballs I use for the microphone. We use these just for listening. I actually just switched because I fucking so much earbud time. I get paranoid about, I've actually done a lot of research. I did some work on cell phone towers back in the day. And I've done a little bit of research into the microwaves that come off your phone and shit like that. It's shit's really dangerous.
65 megahertz. 65 megahertz like destroys cell structure. Or gigahertz or whatever frequency that is. It like destroys cell structure.
A 10-minute conversation on your cell phone raises your brain temperature 1 degree. You look up on the cell phone box there. I mean, they suggest at all times you hold that thing 1 inch from your body. Even in conversation, you're not even supposed to. It's supposed to magically levitate above your hand 1 inch. And I'm pretty sure the danger of the earbuds from the Bluetooth beaming in your ear all day can't be any more better than a Wi-Fi, signal bumping off in there as well. And I started, to put more and more thought to that. I'm like, man, if I'm sitting here for, 5 hours and I can avoid, that extra time of shit beaming into my ear, why not? Why not switch to the cord?
Well, I'm not too much of a conspiracy theorist, but that 5G runs at whatever gigahertz, megahertz, and they have to put them so far together to keep that amount of what's it called, power or bandwidth or whatever. Like that's right on the cusp of that dangerous
that's
frequency.
A dense signal. Yeah, it's a dense one.
It's right on the cusp of that. I mean, if you're like, we're heading into some really freaky, like knife's edge technology that can either really fucking destroy us or can save us.
I almost wonder if it is a prerequisite for AI. Us that transition of singularity. You know what I mean? We're all gonna need that neural link.
Yeah, at some point.
Need I say more? This is a...
Yes, you do.
Okay, this is supposed to reduce all that energy. I don't know if it does or not, but supposedly it does. So I keep it by my cell phone, and I have cheap headphones, and I have a Yeti microphone that I re-fastened on the wall. I MacGyvered something here. It's actually on a better thing. I used to have it on the table and then hang around and make noise and shit. So, and also I could use the mic that's in here, but I don't like using those because you'll be talking, if you're wearing a shirt, they get hung up, or let's say you have a beard or something like that. Next thing you know, you're pretty muffled. And, but yeah, I think the biggest thing, especially going live, connection. I'm right by my connection. It's 2 feet from me, and it's a hardwired connection. I'm not going wireless whatsoever. And that really makes going live seamless, usually. I mean, not that you don't have issues, because you do. Anyway.
Never have issues.
What's up, Captain?
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah.
Hey, Cap.
I thought I'd bring you out to This is for Buddha Boy. We're at the
Hope you're not in
Blue
the clock
Temple.
tower.
The Blue
No,
Temple. I saw.
We're at the Blue Temple today. I figured, you know, since I'm out, I've got the bike fixed. We have back brakes. So I figured I'd come out and, you know, even if I don't say anything, I'll give you guys a little tour here.
It's really
So
beautiful.
if I'm really quiet and just walking around showing you these beautiful things, you know, it'll be all right. I'm glad to
Yeah, that's
join you
pretty cool.
guys today.
I wonder why they call it the blue temple though.
It's the Blue Temple because there's also a white temple that I'll take you to too. And you think we do a lot of mushrooms? You should see some of this guy's work.
The place looks
But-
pretty fucking cool from right here, right now.
Wow, look at that dragon, dude. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, you should see.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I won't be able to take you much farther than this into the temple, but there is a big blue Buddha sitting back here. Let's see if we can't walk up. But I can't go past this point here.
Oh, you can see him,
And
yeah.
Oh yeah, I can
back
see him.
there
Yeah.
is the big blue temple, and at night this whole thing lights up. It is beautiful.
Does it have a blue hue light that goes out?
Oh yes. Oh yes,
Cool.
it's that nice blue too.
Nice. That is an awesome
Right.
looking temple, man. That is a lot of work.
Oh man, that's
Now-
a lot of work. Yeah.
Is that paint or is that a certain type of stone or?
It's all painted. You know, we've got a little bit of water coming up. You can see the chips in the paint.
Yeah, yeah.
But the temples over here, at least in Chiang Rai, it seems like they like mushrooms a lot.
It would have been way cooler if you lied to me.
No, man, it's all stone and the gold is actual gold.
Yeah, man, come on. None of us like I know.
But, you know, I figured I'd at least pop on and show you guys a little bit of Chiang Rai here. And, you know, I don't know, maybe next time we'll go out to the White Temple and I'll actually pay to go inside, because they've got these cool hands coming out of this pool type. And that's all it is. It looks like a whole bunch of cement white hands coming out of like a deep pool of water.
Hey, are you near that place where the hand goes out over the ledge, you know, and that you can walk on?
No,
Like the hand bridge or whatever it is?
nope, not near that. I'm in Chiang Rai, actually. I finally told you guys exactly where I'm at. But I'm up here in the north where it's nice and cool most of the time.
That's awesome.
But I'm gonna just walk around and you guys keep on talking, and you know, I'll find a place to sit here in a little bit and give you a nice little background and join in the show when time's available and you guys are in the middle of a break or something.
Your internet
I am-
outside in Thailand is like 20,000 times better than all of ours here.
Actually, I'm gonna go over here and smoke a joint. Yeah. So I'll let you guys get back to talking. I'll keep an ear on, and you know, I'll just give you these nice views over here as I'm walking around and you guys talk for today.
Where is everybody? Why isn't there anybody in the street?
Well, it happens to be midday, and we're still pretty much under lot. We just came out from being able to travel from certain provinces to certain provinces without a 14-day quarantine. So everything is dead. Chiang Rai is a tourist city. There's only 60,000 people here. This is the Mayberry of Thailand, I call it.
Wasn't part of Thailand having another outbreak?
Yes, that's why everything is shut down, and that's why I'm able to come back home for a year, because it's going to take them a year to year and a half to get shit straightened out. I can't even sign up for a vaccine shot here yet. So what does that tell you? I'm coming back to the state, and the state of Ohio is paying me to get a vaccine. What the hell? So, they're giving away trips and paying you to get vaccine shots. And the US Embassy here is telling you, well, maybe you can sign up for it in like August, September, November, and maybe get the shot sometime next February, March, or April.
I think that's when people need their boosters.
Well, actually, from what Christopher54 was saying, Nico, I can actually fly in from Thailand to France without shots, without vaccination, because of my US passport.
Yeah, I think you just have to show. I think you just have to show a negative test, is what it is.
Well, I have those because of my accident. I go to the hospital on a regular basis, and I get blood tests because of all the vaccines earlier that I had gotten. They all show false positives in this testing that they have, the quick ones. So I have to go for blood testing.
You don't say.
Oh, yep. I really like this one. Okay, guys, I'm going to walk around and just give you guys a nice back view and keep on talking. Enjoy. Enjoy your day, people. Love you.
Thank you, Captain. Beautiful view.
Talk, people, talk. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I like all the colors, man. Stuck on the colors.
Yeah, my swamp cooler really kicked in, man. It's dropped down to 75 degrees in my house. I think the temp dropped out there.
I would still be melting at 75 degrees in my house. Like, right? It's it's 78 under these lights, and I'm actually like sweating. And I have like a winter hat on, but that's because I don't want to get a sunburn.
Yeah, it actually rained today, and the smell of the rain caused me to go into a panic attack because it was such a change in smell, and with the change in the smell, I thought it was another fire.
Man,
isn't that crazy?
That's intense.
Yes. So now I had to run out to the front door just to make sure everything was okay. And when I saw that it was just rain, my knees buckled underneath me. So now I think I have a little bit of a PTSD issues from the fire.
It would be reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, heck, when I came home, it was hard just walking through the front door and smelling the smoke in the house.
So, Johnny, my wife does a lot. of like work with trauma and PTSD and stuff like that. You should check her out on IG at Eclectic Alchemy, and maybe Messenger.
Okay. Yeah, because I know I'm having issues.
And
That's a definite. How do you spell that?
Eclectic, ECLETIC _ Alchemy, ALCHEMECY _
I messed up on the last one. Do the alchemy again.
ALCHEM.
Okay.
Why?
Great. Got it. Okay.
Did I spell that right, Bingus?
Dude, spelling is my worst subject. Just saying. Truly.
Not only that, I'm tripping, so I was having a hard time writing it down.
I can't. I'm really bad at like spelling in my head. If I have a piece of paper and I write it down, like I can spell really well because I can see it. But
Yes,
like
me too.
inside my head, I'm like fucking Charles from Life Goes On. I'm like
I don't
not there.
I don't read. I recognize words. Okay. And so that's why a lot of times, like with people's handles, like if it's something like something else, that's, I mean, I get it all fucked up usually.
Yeah, word recognition. Like my son, we homeschool, and like I can see he's learning to read through word recognition. So which hinders word comprehension
Yes.
to a certain point. So like we're trying to there's nothing wrong with word recognition, but we're trying to get him into like a balance of that word recognition and comprehension. And
Good. It will serve him well later on.
we hope so.
I've had to struggle with it a little bit. I've gotten a lot better though. I must say. It's 4:20 somewhere, my friends. I'm going to bow out. I'm going to bow out and go to bed in celebration of the 420. But again, a great interview, Eagle. Thanks a lot. It's a pleasure, honor, actually, to be up here with you guys and to be in presence of a great chat room like we always have. So you guys have a great evening or morning, night, wherever you are in the world. Until next time, this is Bingus. Signing out.
Later, Bingus.
Good one, Bingus.
Hi, Bingus.
All right, guys.
Yeah. That was an awesome.
So if you guys happen to, I do this in almost all chats too. I almost use this keyboard anymore like a visually impaired person. I hardly look down anymore. It's like I got a feel for where things are at. I'm like, try not to look down. Sometimes I see that I think I've got it. Should be like cheers. Like just now. Look down and it's like fucking cheddar or some shit like that. I mean, it was not even close. I'm like, sometimes I've been pretty embarrassed about that. But I hardly ever look. As you can
awesome.
see, I definitely didn't have any typing classes. I just kind of teaching myself. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I taught myself how to type, and I didn't do good. Oh, I'm on mute.
Oh, no.
Okay. How do
We're not. Yeah,
I did the Mavis.
Classes. I taught myself for that shit too. So I never thought I'd have like a desk job. I was like, typing? Who the fuck needs typing? You know what I mean?
You remember typing class, Eagle? Did you have typing class?
I definitely there was a
typing writer.
class. Yes.
Yeah, I was never in a typing class. I never got that.
Buddies and I ate a bunch of acid in one of those classes. We lasted about 20 minutes. 20 minutes of zing, zing is all we could take. We were like, we need like 2 minutes behind each other. Can we go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom? And we all met in his truck and just fucking drove her from high school. Bye-bye.
That was a good.
420. Sorry, guys.
What's going on, guys? Cheers. Can you guys hear me?
Kid?
Charlie,
Yeah.
we're
You
looking
see
at
me?
your pecker. We're looking at
Yeah,
your
you are.
pecker.
Yeah, that big thing. Shit, man. Hope I'm not blinding you with it, man. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Hi,
I was just
Hey,
bored. Great show. But you always
great
have a
to
good
see you, Willie. Great
What's
to
going
see you,
on?
Willie.
Smiley? What's going on? What's that, Cheddar
Yes.
Bob? What's up, man? Eagle, what's up, bro?
To see you,
How
Charlie.
you doing, man?
Thanks for having me, man. I always appreciate the open invite. I didn't want to crowd the field when Bingus was on, you know? So people at least could see who's on the screen. Everyone doesn't get to be tiny little things, you
Oh,
know?
we could fit like 9 on one screen. You ain't got to worry about that.
Oh, no shit, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm always on my phone. So it's
Yeah,
always,
but
you know,
people-
everything's
people
miniature to
from-
me.
People from Mass take up 2 spots.
That's right, motherfucker. That's right.
You guys are all a bunch of assholes, right?
That's right, man. That's right. Us flatlanders down here, brother. Hey, can you guys hear me okay over here? Is everything good
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here? Nice.
Yeah, you're good. Good.
Mute me if you can start hearing too much noise. I gotta keep transplanting. Right. I just I've been transplanting since the last time I was on the show, for Christ's sakes. I'm
Yeah,
the king of
It's good
I'm
to
the
have
king
you
of-
back.
I'm the king of procrastination.
Is that
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it
did you
tomorrow.
did you already beat that soil up like you did the last one?
Yeah, I did. I gave it a speed,
Fucking
man.
fucking Mike Tyson over there with that bag of soil. Trying to Captain America that shit.
Yeah,
Popping
right.
them elbows, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get my workout somehow, for Christ's sake. I'm getting lazy as the year goes on. The years go on.
Put that's some funny shit. You see him just off the
Completely,
chair.
man.
I'm
And
really
that's a flying
starting to,
elbow to the midsection.
I'm really starting to feel like we're a bunch of government road workers. You know, we're all just sitting here watching Charlie work.
Right.
Right.
Union job.
Yeah, but see, this gives me motivation to work.
Hang on,
That's the
I need to go get a shovel to lean on here. I gotta have
What's-
something help me out.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what the
Hey, brother,
that's what the
you,
new guy
Teamster?
on the crew says too. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it, guys."
Hey,
Sadly
you
enough, I
got a
think it's
shovel like
even,
You guys heard the
it's
old
even
Teamster-
com-
you guys heard the old Teamster joke?
it's even complete with the guy on vacation that just got punched in.
Was that Ed Moranis got punched again?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's
You guys
too
hear the,
funny.
you know,
Yeah.
you guys know the old Teamster joke, right? You know, what do the Teamsters kids do on the weekends? They stand around and watch all the other kids play.
It's funny.
If you know the Teamsters, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's too funny.
I got
Yeah.
friends with Teamsters. What am I doing here? All right.
Teamster companies or Teamster unions.
Yeah, I actually used to know, this is years ago, 20 years ago now, but the guy was, this guy Billy, and he was like the president of the Teamsters in Boston, the Boston branch. I think it's local 25 here in Boston. No, but that was years ago. He was my landlord, actually, at the time. Yeah, wouldn't want to screw with that guy.
Whenever
Yeah.
you start telling us stories about old Southie and old Boston, I'm like, fuck, man, this is like a fucking Vice like documentary right here. What's going on? We're getting some like low, dirty fucking insider shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I need to call
It's
Miranda
my
Family
life.
Farms in on this conversation.
I mean, there's a lot of hell in this city, that's for sure. But I have a good rap. I have a good rap, you know, and that's the key. Boston, you can get blackballed in Boston real easy. You know, certain neighborhoods, especially if you're tight, you know, You don't do the right thing, your word's no good, man. They'll blackball you in a minute.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and I can walk around. I always say it, even at my age. I'm almost 60, and I'll tell you, I can still walk around with my chin up. That's not a brag. That's just, you know, just doing the right thing. It's not anything special that anybody else doesn't do. You know what I mean? Just about
Yeah.
keeping your word. That's all. You know, nothing special. But you got people that really screw people, as we all know. You know, you got people out there that you just know. Can't trust them as far as you see them.
You know, the thing I never enjoyed about cities and stuff was there's just like more people around you to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I like living on my island of 10,000 people.
I don't blame you.
You know, like, I
Don't
mean,
blame me at all.
I know 9,000 of them, and I'm related
Yeah.
to 8,000 of them. So it's like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, I haven't lived in the city now 10 years. And I didn't grow up necessarily in the city. Though I went to high school and everything, and that's where I hung out. I hung out in Boston you know, because I went to when I went to high school, I went to Catholic Memorial, and so it was, you know, all boys Catholic school, and all my friends were from different parts of the city. So one weekend I'd go hang with somebody in Southie, Charlestown, you know, Medford, even right outside the outskirts, Somerville, places like that, you know, Quincy, all the South Shore. But I spent my childhood down the Cape, you know. My mother passed away real young. My grandfather built a beautiful home in Northeast Ham, way down, you know. And I spent most of my time there when I was a kid. It was awesome. So I know I know what you mean, Cheddar. No doubt. You know, I like where I live now because I'm not in the city. I have a daughter, so I didn't want her to grow up in the city because I know the city and I don't want her in that city. Though I am very proud to say she was born in that city, Boston Medical. I love saying that.
yeah, technically, I have to say my family's from Massachusetts.
Originally, we're from, you know? I mean, I'm not trying to pry.
Originally, Massachusetts, because Maine was Massachusetts until 18.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, in fact, the Salem witch trials were connected to the war that was going on up in Maine. If you didn't know that.
Which
one of the politically, I think it was the Indian War. One of the Indian wars. I can't remember exactly which one, but what was happening was the judge that was sitting on the bench at the Salem witch trials, he was a politician, and he had something going with a commander in one of the other armies that, like a feud. They didn't like each other, and the witch trials were a distraction from all the people that were dying up in the war. It's basically what it was. He was kind of like hiding, the commander or something was hiding all the bullshit that was actually going on in the war, casualties and stuff like that. And it was a distraction. That was one aspect of it.
That is one I have not heard.
Politically, yeah. But you know, some of it's obviously historical speculation. Do you know what I mean? Because who knows what each man was actually thinking. At 16, you're talking the 1600s, 16.
Isn't it all?
1650.
Winner makes the rules, isn't that how it goes?
Right. Yeah.
History.
Yeah.
You know, history speculation.
Hey, here's a good trivia question. Who's the general that actually stopped for the first time in actually the history of man? He stopped to the victors go the spoils in war. Do you know which general is the one that stopped it? And he said it publicly as at the surrender. I'll give you a hint, USS Missouri, because that's where Truman was from. The treaty when Japan surrendered, he actually got up there and said, we've got to change the way we treat the losers of wars, because it will only perpetuate more wars. Each generation will want to take revenge for that war. You know?
Well, that has worked out very well.
That was like, yeah, that's I mean, that's still a huge landmark because that had never been said before. I mean, World War II, you know, one of the things that stemmed World War II was World War I, because Germany was actually, you know, they were put into a huge depression because they actually had to pay back every single bullet that was used to the English, French, and Americans. It was, you know, the Treaty of Versailles was a joke. You know, every dead man they had to pay for, shit like that. Which immediately, you know, they were war torn. They had no cities left. They had no factories. They had no way of making money. So that, you know, that's what kind of started the whole snowball of their political upheaval. So sorry, I'm getting in too deep with that. Sorry.
It's history, man. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm a history buff to say the least.
History.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I studied.
It gets more interesting the older you get, though, too. Like, I was never really into it, but now it's like, yeah, some of that shit you're just like puzzles together. Like, wait a fuck.
Right. Yeah, just because the way we are today is not like just because of what's happened over the last 10 years. It's actually what's happened over the last 100 years
Yes.
is why we are
Yeah.
kind of the people that we are today.
Yeah.
It's not just from friggin' 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
Which is a cool thing, man. Yeah, I read a lot of books about why are we Americans today and how we became this way. Yeah, but we're hyper capitalists. What do you expect, man?
Crony capitalists.
Right.
They call us hyper consumers. That's our category. Hyper, not just regular consumers. We're hyper. It's all about the almighty
Parasites.
power. Yeah, yes, thank you. I mean, I'm not going to argue anything about the corporate bullshit that goes on, man. You kidding me? So much money's floating around. It's a joke.
Yeah,
It
people
is.
are worried. People are
Yeah.
worried about poor people when fucking corporations are taking 78% of their taxes for corporate
Yeah.
welfare.
It's designed. It's a design, man. An absolute design. It's not something that's just friggin', you know, oh, it just happened organically. Of course not. It's been designed.
Is it light there in Michigan?
No, he's in Thailand. 4 in the morning.
It's only 4:35.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's dark.
What kind of Michaels did you just add there? Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I like to put it in my cocoa. I actually, I want to put some of the Alaskan forest in, but they don't make it anymore. It's no longer, General Hydroponics discontinued it. So I used to
What
like
brand
that.
was that?
General Hydroponics, the Alaskan, the ancient forest. You know, it's the hummus.
Oh, what did you just
The
use?
humic- The
What
humus
did
around.
you just use?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
What'd you just use?
Oh, this is Azos. Yeah, this is Azos I'm putting in. But I just mean I like to amend my cocoa sometimes. You know, sometimes I'll do just a little bit of worm castings, but I have certain strains that are extremely sensitive to nitrogen. But I got to do some clones. I got some really nice clones that should have come out about a week ago, but their roots are still nice and white. And I drench it. I drench the roots right in the Azos before I put it into the cocoa and water it in. I'll do a couple. I'll show you guys how I do it anyway. But I like to put it in the cocoa as well. A good amount of it.
Do you even
So
work
your
out?
Azos.
Do you even work out, bro? Do you even lift?
Me? You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, God, no.
I'm just
Are you
playing. When you
busting my
pull that,
balls because I'm so skinny?
no, when you lift that soil up, your biceps like fucking almost hit you in the chin.
Oh, yeah, my God.
He,
My God.
he tore his one, and his biceps fucked up on the one side.
Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, you see the dent right there, man. It's sick.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, he like
Yeah,
tore
I
his
actually-
tendon in his fucking.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right off
I was
my
like, holy
shoulder.
shit! What the? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all deformed. See?
He's got like a
Yeah,
Popeye muscle, dude. It's like Popeye
He ripped it.
man.
Yeah, they call it the Popeye syndrome. That's exactly what they
Yeah,
call
he
it.
ripped it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ripped the damn
how'd
thing.
that feel?
You see, oh
Does
my
it
God.
hurt,
It
though?
was
Does
just
it
all
hurt?
it was a box in a wind. It was like a box I had broken down, probably 3x3. It was flat, and I was throwing it towards my dumpster. And the wind caught it. It was windy that night. The wind caught it, kind of threw it back at me. At the same time, I was flicking it. Oh, I couldn't even use my arm for like a day almost. I didn't know what the hell happened.
Does it hurt now though? Like
No.
looks like it.
And there's
would hurt
only a
like
certain
Sunday.
window.
And
Yeah.
it looks painful.
No, it's but they when you do something like that, there's a certain window in order for them to fix it if they're gonna fix it. So it's like, you know, no more than 2 months after it happened, do you want to get into surgery, and you only have like I forget what it is, like because of the recovery or something. But you have a window of time within the first 2 months or something to have surgery. That's what the orthopedic was telling me. He goes, I can fix it for you if you want. And I was like, but he goes, John Elway had it in his finger and he won a Super Bowl with it. He did it to his finger, John Elway, I guess. He goes, and plus I couldn't go. It's 6 weeks downtime.
I remember that.
It's at least 6 weeks downtime, and I can't have that. 3 weeks in a sling. You can't use your arm at all. My brother just had the surgery back in March, actually, and he caught it right within the window. He got hit by a bus on his bike. But yeah, so no, it doesn't hurt. No, thank God. What it does is it'll cramp up though. If I go to scratch my back, it'll cramp, and sometimes I got to pull it down. It'll cramp bad. But
That's weird.
And it makes your arm look longer.
yeah, does it? Yeah. Yeah, the other one's not bad though.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
That's true, Blue.
You still
Thank
got
you for
one
that.
good arm, Cheddar Bob.
Charlie, thank you for that. That was awesome.
I hope that satisfied you. Is that fulfilling?
That
Was that as good for you as it was for me?
it was pretty good because I'm tripping on some shrooms right now.
Yeah,
and that's
dude.
fucking
God, I love
amazing.
that. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I don't want to,
Disregard like 90%
Yeah,
of what I say tonight, this
yeah,
morning.
no worries.
Right. All right, guys, I'm gonna check out though. It's that time for me. So
Smiley, cheers, brother.
hanging out, man. I hope everybody has a great what is it? Friday. Great Friday.
Bye, Smiley.
Peace.
See you guys.
Good Friday.
Bye, Smiley.
Smiley.
Look how many fingers I have.
Yeah,
Or one.
that's a lot. That's a lot. And you Cheddar Bob.
Eagle, you ready to play dress up?
No, not tonight. I forgot what I had fucking the other day. Old Lexi was like, "Oh, you should save that for a Cheddar Bob episode." I forget what it was, but it was
It'll come
something
back to you.
pertaining to the quick change there. She was like, "Oh, you need this for the next Cheddar Bob episode." I'm like, "You're thinking way too far ahead."
So I'm probably gonna head out too. I gotta be up in 2 hours to go chop down my other place. So maybe try and get an hour or so of sleep.
Man, the mushroom sleeps are the best. I love a good fucking psilocybin nap. It's no bullshit. I enjoy a good psilocybin nap right there.
Yeah.
If you can fall out, oh,
Yeah, I've always been able, acid, anything, really, cocaine, any drugs. I've always been able to just boom, go right to sleep. It's quite a. It is quite a talent. It may be my actual superhero talent.
Right. Yeah. I can imagine that. Being able to song, right? Yeah. That's something I can't do that. I don't have the capability.
So, all right, everyone. Have a great night. Eagle, thank you. Charlie, good to see you. Johnny,
Cheers, Cheddar.
again. Really
Have a good
happy
Friday.
everything turned out okay for you.
I am too.
Cap,
thank you.
I hope my little picture over here kind of is helping your microdosing there, guys. Have you ever seen those faces in a temple?
That was some crazy stuff there, Captain. I was gonna say.
strangely enough, Cap, I have.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, since you guys seem to enjoy this, I'm going to go out to some more temples. So in the wormhole, feel free to eat those mushrooms because some of the temples even get even wilder in colors and everything.
Well, I tell you, if you ever get a chance to go downtown Philadelphia, they have some crazy stuff on the sides of their buildings.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Cheddar Bob, peace out, brother. Love you.
He's getting
It's already gone.
you
Okay,
get?
cool. But yeah, the temples, the colors that they come up with, we have one artist here that actually did the blue temple here and the white temple. And I actually, if I can pull it off another phone, I was able to snap some of the shots of the paintings on the inside of the White Temple. And you literally have painting with like Batman, Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson. I mean, these are all in the paintings on the inside of the temple. This guy's, they just let
wild.
him do this. And, you know, you're just going to have to, I'm going to have to take you out there, like I said, and pay the fee and everything and show you the temple. But yeah, we'll get you out to some of more of these temples here and show you a little bit of Thailand before I make it back to Michigan.
That's awesome. Be like a live trip or a live tour in a way. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, I'm here. Why not show it? Everybody makes a comment how nice the background is at my house. So why don't I show you the real beauty of Thailand and the things that I think are cool, which most stoners will like too.
Most definitely.
And who knows, maybe, you know, in the next couple days, a garden will pop up here or two from Thailand.
Yeah.
That would
So,
be cool. That would
yeah.
be very cool. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the tie stick back in the 70s. Hell yeah.
Right? Man,
Yeah.
that's one of the first strains I ever smoked was Thai stick.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I got lucky once and had 2 hits when I was like 13. I had, or 14. I had 2 hits of freaking the real Panama Red back then too. I got Columbia
man.
Gold, but it had a lot of, I didn't know at the time. So the stuff was pisser. The Acapulco yeah, I think it was the Acapulco Gold. What's the other gold? Isn't there another one?
Colombian gold.
Right. Thank you. It was one of those two. And then, but it had
Oh, boy, I love that
lots of
stuff.
seeds, man. Lots of seeds. And I mean, like half the weight was seeds. And that was back in like,
Yeah.
you know, 79, 78, whatever the hell it was. You know?
But it was yellow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
gold.
It was
had
yellow.
that nice,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. It was amazing.
And
that's how I knew it was
so
real.
sticky and sweet. Oh, man. That
Oh
was
my
just
God.
sweet.
It blasted you too, man. Oh my
Oh,
God. Got you
yeah.
freaking ripped. That, and,
yeah.
you know,
The first stuff that I ever smoked was that Thai stick that was actually tied to the stick. And
right.
it was, and we mixed it with blonde Lebanese hash.
Ooh.
And man, let me tell you what, that was a ripping day. We had a good time.
I bet, man.
Yeah. And that
Johnny,
original blonde Lebanese, you know? Yeah.
Johnny, I have to ask you, that Thai stick, when you went to break it up, was it like really hard? Like almost cement? And then when you put it in like a bowl, it would just expand and kind of gooey.
I think it was kind of like, I remember it being kind of a hard weed. Yes.
Yeah.
It was a very tight weed. And
now it can be tight, but if it's hard and kind of gooey, or you could see where the goo is dried out, that was actually made with opium wash. And what they do,
and maybe that's why I used to get all fucking wiped out from that stuff. It would make me pass out. Yeah.
There's also another process that they do that gets it rock hard like cement, but dry. And that is actually fermentation of the Thai stick wrapped in banana leaves and put into the ground for a period of time.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a heck of a curing process. Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Laos this harvest season and meet the old lady that was doing the Thai stick in 72, 73, 74 in Laos.
Yeah, I didn't start.
Willie, you okay?
I'm good. I'm cruising along, man. Yeah, I got a lot to do. So I have a busy day today, Friday. So I have to go into the city. And I should have gotten this, I should have had this done like a week ago. But like I said, I'm the king of procrastination. But I got new cones that are already right behind these, you know, they're right. I don't know if you guys can see them, but these ones are just a few days. You guys see
Yeah,
them
those
down there?
suckers look healthy. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I see them.
Yeah.
Down up underneath the light. What
Yeah,
is that, a T5?
yeah, 6 bulb,
Hey, some
4
people.
foot. Just a, you know, hydro farm, Agribright now. Yeah, Agribright, because that's hydro farm is Agribright.
Yeah,
But
I got a hydroplanet. Mine's called a hydroplanet. It's an 8 bulb one, a T5.
yeah, I got an 8 bulb right here, right above, right there. I have an 8 bulb. Can you guys see that one? Yeah, there's an 8 bulb right there. And I got
Yeah.
a just a TS 1000, one of the Mars hydros they gave me for nothing, and I never even posted it because I thought it was kind of lame. They sent me this little pinky thing, and then I got a 1000-watt MH back in the far back, in the firewall. So
So you use that whole
Mark's
room for the
guy
beds,
ain't
yeah?
that bad.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely suits my
I'd
purpose.
say
So I have a
that-
perpetual. I got a 5K perpetual here. So
Nice.
I'd say that TS 1000 replaces that T5 unit you got there. You might not be able to flower,
no, with
but
the-
you can
no, with the
veg like a
spread.
T5.
I can fit maybe, you know, 4 plants under it. That's really scrunching them together. You know what I mean? I mean, the thing's tiny. I get at least a 4-foot spread with the T5. You know what I mean? With the 8 bulb.
Yeah.
It's the area space I need to cover. That if I had 2 of those side by side, maybe, yeah, they might. You know what I mean? Take up for that
And
one T5.
with the little gap. Yeah.
Just the
with the little
coverage.
gap
Right,
between them. Yeah.
right. So, but I'm thinking about. I still have that money sitting there, Eagle, from you know, Bloom Plus. Whoever it is, they actually emailed me the other day going, "Hey, do you that money released yet?" It's been released for like a month. You know? Yeah, and it's like I don't, you know, do I have the time to do that? It's all I can think of. Like, you know, I haven't taken the money. I don't care about it so much. But if you're doing it, I'm thinking I'll do it with you, Eagle, and we'll, you know, put a couple plants and see what happens in your environment, my environment. That would be kind of cool. I was thinking that, you know. Because I'll put it right there. I'll put
Yeah.
it, you know, they're sending me one of the 3000s, whatever the hell that means. I looked online. It doesn't look any different than this stupid thing that I have from Mars. You know?
Yeah, this
I mean,
one I got
wait.
behind me is a 4000.
Yeah, is it? Oh, the Bloom Plus?
Oh,
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a
no
Bloom
kidding.
Plus 4000. Yeah.
No kidding. All
And-
right. So
And I checked the wattage on that thing today, and I've got 536 watts coming out of it.
wow. Okay. So because I told them, don't send me anything small. I'm good with that. Don't even bother with me. So they said they
Yeah,
do
the
that. and then they
4000 puts out a lot of power. I mean, it uses a lot of power. You know.
yeah. Is it like
riding
the
up
Spider
full
Farmer
blast.
4000? You know the SP 4000, the Spider Farmer.
It is very much like it, but I like the spectrum, the light spectrum on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
4000 on the Spider Farmer.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
know what
because
you mean.
I've got a 1000 Spider Farmer 1000 inside my tent right here, and
Right.
I like the light spectrum that it's putting out better than the 4000, the DP.
Yeah, I see.
But that's just I don't know. Maybe it's the quality of the LEDs that they have, you know,
Yeah.
that makes the difference to me. I'm not
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
but I can't wait to see how my Spider Farmer 4000 does.
Yeah,
Under
those
the,
quadboards are nice.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm excited to see what that one there does.
Yeah, I've used just for a few months, like, you know, like I think I was maybe 3 weeks in, but I had to move some plants and I got a couple of the Bloom Boss. No, yeah, I think they were the Bloom Boss Pro 4000s or something, or whatever it was, but it was like the equivalent of a 1000 watt. That's all I know. And
Mhm.
and they did a great job. They did a great job. My first time with LEDs, really trying to pull some quality and production out of it. I kept it a little bit too close. So my top nugs got a little too dense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got a little too dense. and rock hard. And I know that was just from the light being too close, but everything else was absolute A-list quality. And first thing I noticed was the terps on the LEDs.
Yeah.
Where it bumped up, you know, under my HPSs, I still do well. There's no question about it. I have a pretty decent recipe, a lot of organic inputs just to get those terps coming out and those flavonoids, one and all, you know.
You know,
and
I wonder if the police smelled my shit when they walked through the house.
yeah, right. Yeah. Oh shit! I lost
I mean,
an apartment
you know,
10 years ago from that.
the lights were on and everything during that fire, man. It was just like,
God love you.
when she came in and pulled my ass out, it was just like, you know, I was pushing her off trying to find my dog.
Yeah. God love you. You made it through. You know,
Yeah.
and I mean that. By the grace of God, go I. You know, that could be any one of us.
I tell you, man, it was so scary. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it now. I mean,
Yeah. I know what you mean. I can only imagine.
Okay, I've got
Oh,
a
boy.
question to ask, and this one's actually for Eagle. Since you're running all these LEDs and they're dimmable, I take it, correct?
Not all of them.
Since you could stick a screwdriver in it and fucking
Yeah.
dim it. I don't really consider that dimmable. It's
No.
you can, but it's not measurable, and that's to me fucking sucky. You know,
Yeah.
what am I?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna dim it, I want to know what
Yeah.
I'm dimming it to. I don't want to have to go. I turned it all the way up and then two full rotations back, so that might be 75%. I don't necessarily consider that to be a dimmable feature.
Well, the
Right.
You
reason
can.
why the reason why I ask is I was on a one the other night, and one of the gentlemen on there said that, you know, he hooked it up and he went and he cut it down to like 50%, but it was still using that 600 watts. Even though he cut it down 50%, it was still pulling 600 watts from the wall.
Wow.
Energy usage.
So
Wow.
it was pulling the max amps even at 50% on dimmable down. So the driver was still, I guess, running at 100%, and all you were doing was just reducing it to the diodes, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You're just reducing the output, not reducing the overall power consumption. Yeah,
So
weird.
that's something for people to actually look at, and maybe that's something, you know, since you're unboxing these and you have the knowledge of being able to hook that up and see
I'm
what
gonna check
amperage
mine.
that's actually gonna pull. You know, I think that would be something to put along with it.
Usually the numbers are usually pretty on spot, and Johnny's numbers seem to be high for what they claim anyway. They claim it's, you know, what 3.62 amps out of the wall, which should equivalent to 360 watts out of the wall. 500 something, it should be 5 amps out of the wall. It's drawn.
Yeah, I've got on mine right now. I've got a kilowatt on here, so I'm checking it out. So as far as amps go, I'm using 4.7, and then the watts, it's 535 watts. And as far as hertz, obviously, you know, it's 59 to 60 right in there. You know.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's way over what they're telling you it's pulling.
Yeah.
Way over.
So and I got it turned all the way up on my little inside knob, you know, with the screwdriver.
Was
Because that's
there
how
any
you turn this
movement?
Bloom Plus up. This Bloom Plus doesn't have a variable switch on it. You actually got to diode each one of those sides up with the power
Was
supply,
there any
you know.
movement Did they have it already juiced up there, Johnny? Or what did you?
No,
Was there
no,
room
it
to
wasn't.
go up?
There was room to go up. Yeah,
Huh. That's why
just a
I'm
little
sure
bit.
that it's
Yeah.
that's your extra consumption right there, I bet.
Well, sure. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I turned it up because I wanted it to give me everything it had. You know, at one point I was thinking I had it at 3/4, and I wanted to just use it at 3/4, and I figured if after a minute I was thinking, well, shoot, I got all of that, I might as well put it to it, you know, and let it go for it.
All the LEDs that I seen too, everybody's putting fans on their drivers.
I
That
do
way
that too.
that's the way to extend the life of it, I guess, from what I'm understanding, because I'm just learning about these LEDs. That's why I'm asking, you know, if you dim it 1,000 down or 600 down, but you're still pulling that same amount from the wall, what is your savings in dimming it down? Just run that sucker full blast
It,
all the time.
it should go. It
Exactly.
should go down just as Johnny's just went up. I guarantee
Yeah.
mine's runs 220. I'm already running half the amperage. It should be running half as cool as Johnny's my driver is. But with that same aspect as it should go down with the dimming, he's already turned his up. That's why it's not the 3.6. That's why he's measuring way above that. You're actually like overclocking it, those diodes, basically. Which
Pretty much.
1.1.
Yeah. So, you know, and I got a couple of fans blowing on the top of it to cool it. So,
to be honest with you, Johnny, that's about the only way it can even get close to that 5x5 that you claim would be
right.
overclock that. Like
I agree with it like that. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I should check my my spider farmer to see how that one does at the same time.
I think I might stick a screwdriver in mine to see how much movement there is in there. To be honest, if I can tweak mine up. I was actually going to drop because I have a 300. And I was thinking about dropping the 300 between the two 400s just to make that light coverage a little bit more even.
See which one it is here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna plug this thing into turn my fan off. Okay, that thing's plugged in. Oh, now I can't see shit. All right, hang on a second. Let me go get a flashlight. Let me get a flashlight. I can't do that shit without a light. Because I got glare blindness whenever the light goes out. I mean, it's pitch black for me. So, all right.
Hey, Johnny, don't you have a pair of Method 7 glasses?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Oh,
I think we have to give a big shout out there to Magnus Seeds for that one.
and I was trying to figure out where that came from because I couldn't figure out the packaging and who it came from and everything at that moment. So I was holding for a minute. All right. So
yep, they came from Spain.
All right. Yes, they did. So right here, I've got this one here at full wattage. I've got 433 watts. So I'm getting less wattage on the full power of this thing than on my BP4000. I'm getting like 100 watts less on this machine.
That thing's cranked up as far as
All the way up,
power.
yep. And the amps, I'm pulling 3.6 and 9, 3.7. Yeah, right there as far as amps go. So, but I still like the light array on this, and it's a much cooler light too. As far as that goes, I can rest my hand right on it, no problem. You know, but I do like the Spider Farmer. I like the light spectrum of it more so.
I'm sure it's a different diode.
Yeah, and I know that's what it is. And you got to go. It's time for a stall cut out. Let's you get on. All right, man.
I always feel like the bad guy when I gotta pull the plug, but yeah.
No, Eagle, you can't feel that way. We appreciate every minute that we get to hang out with you and enjoy. You know, so blessings to you, and awesome,
Yeah, man.
awesome times always. So
Cheers.
I'll jump out.
Peace.
I'm gonna jump out right here. I'll see you guys later. Peace and love always.
See you, Johnny.
And like Eagle says, take care of people, be good to people. All right.
Take care, Johnny. Thank you, brother.
Peace. Hey guys, I'm gonna
Charlie's
jump.
Farm.
Yep.
Always
Thanks,
an honor,
Eagle.
my friend.
Always, brother. Thanks, man. Hopefully I'll see you some more too. Hopefully.
Hopefully, man. I
Yeah.
always enjoy
Yeah.
my time.
Stay blessed.
with you, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Smileys. See you, man. Peace. Have a good one, everyone. Peace.
Charlie's Farm 420, everybody. Captain
Well, I
420.
can't hear anything.
Peace. All right, you guys. It's time to wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for tuning in to. Did I put 2.5? I did. 425.5. I can't believe I'm already a quarter of the way to 500. Holy shit, it goes by so fast. So fast. Well, let's see if we get some music to blab on to. I was debating on whether or not to do the shout outs tonight, but man, I can tell you, you gotta be grateful. Gotta be grateful for them little things. So, without further ado, let's get these things all rolling. Make sure I'm not fucking paused or muted. I don't need these anymore. Not you, little diggy. Here we go. Beard of Harmony with the tool cover right in two. Man, Dink Grower suggested this a while back, man. Great tool cover, man. I'm a weird guy about music. This one's done on a rooftop. I had the fact that I can hear the cars honking in the background. You can hear a fucking dog. There's something about all of it that makes this a great version. Thank Grower for passing this along to me, my friend. Without a doubt, without any more ado. Some cool, D's House Tank, Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG 89, Unplugged 705, Medical Mabella Cuddy, Rick T, the Rebel, the 9207, Baby and Selena Saves Not Here, Tom Smooth, Great Walker, Mendo Doe, T-Dog, Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Full Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco, Don Slug, Rick S. in the Bushes 827, James Stevens, Kevin Hines, World's Last Hope, Pats Fan 420, Biomentor, Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, 710, Canuck, Ken Queen Genetics, Stabby Tanaze, Firmador, Dirtman Dan, Keith the Black Sales, Mr. Bosilis, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jess, of course, Embracing Organic Screw over there. So Root Small Tube, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buzz, Up T Roy, Big Jar Groves, AC, Modern Genetics, So Cat Wiener, John, Last PPJ 15. Green County grower, CJ Apple, perfectly imperfected. Dollar Tree grower, T1 Production Think grower, DOA Grow Meds, Miss Nudie grows, I grew some, Johnny Candy Seeds, Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Mars, Observation Booth, Clover 420, I Spied, Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T, Stu Moon, Mo Grower, Mechanic Crate, Loki Grows, this guy, Burton 7979, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Kelly Connection, Wolverine Grown, Big Jar Grows, laid way back, Farmer, D Block, MMP Nations, Creations, Amber Lalana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Dave 420, Brentwood Window, Big Ed 1961, Manawati G3, The Green Click, JK Tree, Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, P2 Crazy for You, BGWG 420, Dr. Budswell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro, Amelia, Arthro, Just Space 420, Beats Coast Forward 420, Sure How, Trey Malone, Keep It Real, Hackerton 420, Sub Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT, Double D, Grows, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex, Boykachev, Sepple Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Band, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, We All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, New Sale About Wins, Kingdom Micropondex, Indra, Michigan Native, Mary Jane's Med Gardens, Dreamer 77, Double D, Bad Buddy Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619 664, Spaniard, Kroger, Jones, and Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz, Amy, Joe Grows, Cass, the Grow From Your Heart podcast, Lily Luna, Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Papa Lost Arts, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus, Soil, Jason Isom, P. Win, David Kobe, Mason 662, Scruggy makes Scruggers in the fourth, Goddess Grows, Kaylee Burrows, Chad Brad Family Farms, Polly P, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UTA, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Steensland, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam One, May Missing, Show Love Always, Kelly Woods, Cole Kelly Stone, sorry about that, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, RJS, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, Dan the Indoor Man, Grovy's Homies, Hampton, Grown, Clip Smoke, Keystone Camouflage, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew Hustle, Fred Dark, Carlos, North Arizona, Beer Go 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Costain Yeti, Introvert Genetics, Social Jabe, Vixen, Robin, Killer 8, Mo, James Butterfree, C-Dub from NorCal, Pharmacy Seedbag, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Gaiman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Fab Carries K, Mike Rubos, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moon, Popco 719, Baker Shake, Baby Old Smoke, PWC, Grow Bugs, Laura Wash, Mr. Weedblunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Poncho, Grown, Florida Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Sound Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Sue, Food Spectrum Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jam, McBody Face, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and You, I'm Going Well, Canadian Restore, Border Farm, Call Rights After Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hell 9782, Skunky Facts, Martial Artist 2012, Microslave Hefner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert, Mr. Green, Figures, Motherfucker Talents, Rancho Costa, Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champion, Bobby Lynn Meats, Trent Digger, Mr. Mac, Tonya Lake, Bologna Bill S, Weed Peace, Tater Delicious, Minty Country Roots, You're on Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Tina 101, Buds and Hazard, Miss Club 14, Bearded V-Man Farm, 616, Snarl Up North, Max Screw, Ruby, Timothy McKimmons, Neo Justice Bean, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real 2,000 Years, Real Jennifer Steele, how about that? Kinbus 03, Turf Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Skater Country, Mr. Woods, Mr. Speed, holy shit, we'll see Firesaw, Wooly, Wookie, The Goddess Grawls, Papa, oh, Rasta Bobji, Boy Feather Grows, Furniture Tree, Oh, Gross, Jane, K-Man, Gross, BX Gunner, Smith Dude, Noob, Shit About Wins, Sean McCann, Jay Monks, Dake, Jenna, Wawa, Kangraw, Fall Dog, Huron, Cannabis Council, Alyssa Parrish, Rockman, Justice Mick, 420, Ben, Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Grows, Love for the Plant, Argo, American Swamp Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Wise High, Surf Crack, Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Rose, Dank Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green, 514, Amelia Jensen, Odds Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, Tease Bags, Drone Star, Shotgun, Willie, Dake, Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro, Gross, Blackman, Scoop, DJ Connolly, Aaron the Grower, late 1978, Michigan Grown Bugs, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Chiclaquinus, 420, Sticky Colas, Dylan, Steinford, TFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Growth, 707, J. A. Dro, J420, Cascodian, Grown, J. Tito's, McGee, 4 Plante, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skooky Buds, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McAnster Tempe, Annie N, D Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles 11, Bindu Does, Buds, by Roscoe, Rose, 311 Mix Up, Kinder Grows, Evergreen, Hayes, G Friends, Tree, MMJ, Man S, Sage Fall, Dragonfly B, Justin Meds, Travis Wells, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blessed Coast Seeds, Shango Gas, Mavasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Dracos, Vocal King, Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilot, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, Indoor 11, Stephanie B, Shark Bully 989, Bon Brown, Sovereign Garden, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Boo, Jamid, Jim Myers, that is. I got it right the first time. Did Jamid, the chat, Mr. Randy D, Ragseed, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shutter 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag, Skill Bowl 1, Med Grower 1, Empire Brady Co, for Broly, Lost Leaf, Leah, Mass, Danny Danko, Beat Bear 7, Ollie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking Wood, Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Door, Michigan Core, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb Bump, excuse me, 808. Rudy Prospects, Cannon Bus Driver, Hayden Live, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T Ben, TM 42696, Rude Nuts, Mr. Hammered E Nails. Thank you, by the way. Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GHF Double J, Bio Green, Self Grower, Hanky Stinky 420, OG KP, Ganja Dana, Yo Mama Georgia, Joe, Roy Rodriguez, Meat Growings, Nature's Best Nugs, Killer, Me Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh Soul for Life, Dr. R, Bull for Life, 420, the Jeffro 42069, the Beaver 698. Dr. Franklin Booty, goddamn my big Ted's Test, the Ripping Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Boom Bombs, Charlie Farm, 420 was here tonight. Thank you, my friend. Aldridge, 25, Smiley's Farms, much respect to you. JD's, Miss D's Nugs, Smoking Rope Frazier, Rokoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm, 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve, 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagseed, Joe Carter, Mystic Works, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Rose, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Kenny Trooper, Flying Cat 420, Light Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Buttsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman 420, Dankman Dan, Red Set of Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, Cheats Weed, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420 Army, the American One, W Digger 714, Sharate, Kitty Olsen X, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot five. Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Hippo Fave, Cam, Finger Lakes, Finest, Ridge Pad, Doja Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jared Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City, Pioneers, My Little Tent, 2042, Spacewalker, Christian, Tree Mum, T Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike B, T Wayne, East Coast Will, Heidi Billy, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kyle, Paul, Lemon, Hoko, Trent, Rita's Juicy Life, 420, Grant Menu, Mary Bond, Sammy Sizzle, 9 Inch Colas, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Decine Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wires, Bob Wobby, Sean Bins, Rescue Ready Roadside LLC, Notorious Nugs, Magma Seeds, Father and Son Trimming Tutorials, Dub T Dank, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut 420, Buck Chiba Man, GR420 community videos, great community over there. If you're not checking them out, you should be. Detroit River Rat, Louis Garcia, Michael P. AJ every day. Cheddar Bob 13 Maine, 420 Medgrower, Cookie Scoop, Jake Kendricks in for the grill. Backwoods All Good, Sally Mansell, Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpsons, One Smoke Away, Ganja Rhodes, Kazoo, Aaron Burnage, Room Smith, Lincoln Stinkins, Angel Studio MG, the 420 Grow Tent, Paul D. Ella, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibro, Flower, Polly P, Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny, Organic, Sunman, Chiba Sunny, Jeff Popalik, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly, Farming, Candy Forest Farming, fuck all that B, I'm the Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grayson, Jason Stoner Breaker, MD, Stony Creek, Rust Zone, Fringe Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man, Herbert Hash, Freebird, Mold Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival One Time, Tim Blake, Off Coast, Chronic, Stinkfest, Cavalier, Polero, Harley Grower, Jet Guy, Jason Line 512, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Hayes, Scuba Steve Speaks, Share Room, Randy K, Scuba Steve Speaks. CCDR, Ward Clear, Killian, Wardrobe, Farming, Randy, Grande, Pip 1000, Ace, Boom, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom, Puffer, Smiles, 15 Digits, Michigan Ganja Moves, Fred G, Super Bob, yeah, Groski 808, Weekend and Birdies, K Bag, Justin Station, Strong Style, Organic, Zippy, iMedic 31, Honesty, K Hell, Me All Flower, Brent Boom, Todd Kendricks, Kendricks, Newton's K and T, Chris D, True Cheer, Bow Times Foe, Danny Dread, Barbara Matthews, Tartan, or Ancient Soul, Rome, Kevin Jiu Jitsu, Kenneth Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Glab, Low Cut, Albert Trinley, Mo Maniac, Meds, Raz, Benchy, Helen, Hooch, Janus, James T, Atomic Spoon, Miss Jill, Big Daddy LT Gardens, High Flower 420, Lobster Brush Bro, Mother Tree Maine, Red Pill, Yo Boy, Roy Boy, Aesthetic, Shannon Gibson, Wuhan, Rick W, Comfortably Known, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, The Entourage Effect, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mondo 420, surrounded by Keith Ferrari, Barnes, French Dwellers, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Guilt, Madison. There we are missing a page. I was like, what the fuck? Seems short. Seems short. Richard Phelps, Daniel Pimento, B4 P Funk, Nicotine, John Reach, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Free Puffin Man, B. Doug Lee, James Chung, Sarge Groves, 818, John Wayne, Carolina Roots, Sister Golden Hills, Deanna, Del Dancarino, K and T Gardens, Mr. Blank, 1030, choose one, Only Feed, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, HIP Grower, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Chronic, Wonders, Sunrise Grove, Top Floor, Gen X, Mo Vision 420, K2 Cannabis, Jesse Fisher, Jane, My Dog Day, Rooster, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Mini Cropper, Daniel Gross Orders, Mitten Grown Med, Sunrise Grows, Lexi, Brittany Koo, No Limit 916, Grumpy Toad, Alchemist, and Canna Mix, Soilborn and Dixon, Rob, Joe, Alex T, Dirty Or Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John McDaniels, Jade, or Lisa Marie, sorry, Lisa, Sergeant Groves, 818s, Blaze, Daily, Pride, Piper, Perpetual, Eagle Pride, Warrior, Sales, Smiles, for you, Breaker, Sada, The Dink, Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Sink Fat, What About Bob, Ill Juster 420, Pops Rooms, John Gorski, Doe, Dungeon Gangsta, THC Full, PTSD, T Bears and Honchos, Grown, Swamp Cat, Best of Because, Palero, Cannabinka, Mr. Manny D, Canifari, 420 AB Normal, Frank Guerrero, Bare Feet, J. Brent 74, CK Brown Guy 420, Pachyderm 420, Bernie Tree Meds, EA Gray Sun Grow 207, Hydro Daily, Hep with Gigi, Jamie Reed, Supreme Grape, Stony Rockefeller, Caveman, Cannabis, Caveman, rather, Bruce City Sin, Hawaii Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic Knuckles, Michael P, Polly B, Quick Meat Nimble, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, Bobo, or 4889 rather, Disbanded Brothers, Marcelio Man, Joseph, Grace, Medicine, RX, Keith, Chief Hydro Daily, Concerned America, Canada's 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joinswood, These Trees, Ganja, Sudoku, 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jesse Stevenson, get back with me. Victoria, what about Bob? Sacred Garden, Gus Gross, Slick Rick, 8, Dog Pounds, David, yeah, St. Louis. I'm sorry, David, St. Louis. Ramon Watts, Cassane Yeti, Ed Rin, MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Church, Christopher 51st, Last Predator. Matthew, SoCal, Sue, Illinois, Manbeaters, James Crew, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner, Dude, Joel and Jeff from North Star, Carolina, or Carolina. I said it right. Mr. New Cry, PTA, B13, Leo, Brood Beyond Perfection, XX Elite, GP, XX, Uncle Stoner, Crispy Tree Kitchen, Growers Paradise, LAD Grown, I See Me Clan, Decoy Banking, Mr. Scotto, Fresh Baked One, Jay Allen, Big Jar, Big Bob, Grows, Jolly Canna, Australian Grows again, Yuka 420 Garden, Daniel, Phil, no one, nowhere, man. Sorry about that. Selling, Sally, oh, I'm gonna get it. Selling, Sally, silly seashells. My fucking crazy asses. Mike, Steve, 562 Ganja, Mr. James Chrysler, Green, Ghost, Genetics, Zen, Zolo, B, Benson, Astro Charlie, Sativa, Smurf, and of course, never last but not least, always last but never least, Weedus 207. Thank you guys for hanging out. 425.5. Always a pleasure, guys. I'm very grateful to be hanging out with you guys night after night. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your journey, get some rest. This is the beginning of your day. Have an amazing day. Treat yourself good. Moreover, do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives, guys. Keep beating that drum forever. Thank you, guys. I will see you tonight. I don't believe I've got a guest, so